Okay, I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've done a diorama, but since I just did a review on the Vintage Collection Imperial TIE Fighter pilot, I thought a Rouge Squadron diorama would be appropriate. Got one of each type of TIE Fighter here. The first one I've shown you several times. It's the Target exclusive Vintage Collection TIE Fighter, along with the new Vintage Collection TIE Fighter pilot I just did a review on. Thought it'd be appropriate to show those guys together, although they don't come together. You got to buy them separately. Next, I've got the TIE Advanced X1, more commonly known as Vader's TIE. This is the TIE he used in the movie. It got shot down by Han Solo. There's a few of them in the expanded universe, although you only saw one in the trilogy. This is actually the first TIE Fighter of my entire collection. I got it in the late 1990s in the Power of the Force 2 line. And since then, they've almost released it with every collection out there. I know they've released it with Saga, 30th Anniversary, Legacy, and they've got it right now, actually, with the Death Star Trench Run Battle Pack, along with Luke's X-Wing. They've probably done a few modifications on it, but it is still the same basic mold. Moving right along here, I've got the TIE Bomber from the 30th Anniversary. This was a Christmas present from a good friend of mine. I have the Dark Skies Packaging Vintage Collection one, which has some improvements. I can't find the firing missiles for it. As soon as I get those together with the regular TIE Fighter, I am going to do a review for you guys. But this one's good. It has battle damage, some scars on it. They do a good job of putting weathering on it. The first one came out in Power of the Jedi Collection around 2000. They've done a few releases since. All of them have been exclusives. Next one, I've got the TIE Interceptor. 181st, I thought that'd be appropriate for the Rouge Squadron review, along with the exclusive 181st pilot. This was actually one of my first reviews I've done. 30th Anniversary Toys R Us exclusive. I've got Baron Fel and Madame Director Isard from the Rouge Squadron comic pack. That was one of the last 4 comic packs Hasbro ever did. Exclusive to Entertainment Earth. I've got them inspecting the troops here. By the way, for those of you who don't know, she takes control of Coruscant about 2.5 years after Episode 6. He is in charge of the 181st, this is one of his TIE fighters, and he is basically based off the Red Baron in World War I. He's very much based off him, but he's an Imperial pilot. His name is Baron Fel, and he's a major player in the Rouge Squadron novels and comic books. I've got a few Stormtroopers here. I had to rush this review so I don't have as many Stormtroopers as I could have had. I've also got the Imperial Shuttle, which they arrived in. Also an Imperial space-going vehicle. I've got all the Imperial vehicles here they make. I wish they would make a couple more. One is the TIE Defender, also from the Rogue Squadron Expanded Universe. They don't have that. I believe they've made a titanium for it, but they've never made a larger Hasbro 3 3/4 figures version. And I wish they'd also make a Star Destroyer bridge playset, so you could kind of have a Star Destroyer in your Imperial mix. But I don't know if they'll ever do that either. Anyway, I've got the box for the Imperial TIE Fighter here, along with the Revenge of the Jedi TIE Fighter pilot, and the original trilogy one, which he pretty much replaced. He does a good job of replacing it. I was afraid it wouldn't be a good replacement figure, but it is. By the way, the OTC, or Original Trilogy Collection TIE Fighter, was also made in the Star Wars collection of 2002 to 2004. The exact same figure, but in different packaging. He's still a good figure overall. I've got him in the lineup here. I don't know if I mentioned, but the 30th Anniversary 181st TIE Fighter pilot with commemorative paint here, he's actually based very closely off the OTC TIE Fighter pilot. The only minor difference is his legs are closer together, but that kind of helps him for an inspection scene like this. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this diorama. Excuse me while I get up. The camera's going to wobble a bit. I hope you enjoy this diorama, and it's probably going to be my last one for today. I do promise I will try to get out other dioramas and reviews this week. My landlord is actually gone. He's gone to Mexico, so it's going to be a good time to do that. Going to have some peace and quiet in the house. Anyway, for now, this is Supreme signing out, and as always, thank you for tuning in.